Hey everybody, welcome to Samco Trad Boat. Today we're going to talk about my system I'm thinking about using this year for my Midwest out-of-state hunts, especially the ones mainly where I'm in hill country, and I need to take into consideration I got to deal with those spots where I'm going to have a morning setup where I'm going to be set up in the morning for just for an hour or two. Then I have to relocate because of thermals for the whole entire midday, and then I have to relocate for that last hour of daylight. And I'm kicking around an idea for a system here that is something like this that is going to make that easy. Plus it will let me leave my frame pack at home, and it will still give me an option to frame pack animals out. Plus it gives me the option that if I'm up in a tree and I'm set up and I'm hunting and all of a sudden a buck and a hot doe come by 60 yards away and I watch them, I'm like, oh man, I got to get over there. I can get over there lightning quick and be set up. So what is this system? It's right here. This is how I'm thinking about running it. What do we got going on? I'll show you. The only thing I still need to do is I need to buy 4 of those watch band type elastic straps that everybody makes right now. Those would be very, very good for this. I just got them with some wire ties right now. But again, I'm experimenting with them. I am sweating like crazy. It is 97 with 113 degree heat index today. So it is warm, but let's show you what we got going on here. So actually, you will see in here in this system, I have my Kuiu Divide 1200 pack on there, fully loaded with everything I would need for hunting. Harness, everything is in there. Then I have my Lone Wolf assault stand and 3 sticks, because that's probably what I'll use out there. I think the seat's the most comfortable seat out there. I love this stand. So even though I'll use my Lone Wolf custom gear for most of the early season stuff here, this is still my favorite stand ever made. It's probably what I'll use on that 3-week trip. And then I have a Waldrop turkey seat buried in here. Oh, so we got the whole setup, and this system that I'm wearing is actually part of that turkey system in here too, okay? And if I were to tighten this up, snug this down, man, that puts all that weight on your hips, gets it off your shoulders. Very, very nice and simple. Beautiful setup. So let's take this system and pop it off and take a look at what we got going on here. Let's put this table here where you can see what we have. Pop the sternum strap here and got it, and we're going to set this system right on here so I can show you with it standing up. Okay, so we have our pack, and our pack is just resting on here. This pack is just basically sitting on this system here. It's just hanging there. I can pull it right off, right like this, pop that right out of there. There's my pack. Doesn't matter if I'm using my Venture 23, Venture 18, doesn't matter what I'm using, but I get my pack and just hang right on the teeth of the stand. Remember, all my teeth are rounded off on my assault stands. They're all chamfered, so no chance of it cutting into anything. So sweet and easy. We have our sticks and our stands here that are mounted. Now again, here's where those little ties come in to mount this to this turkey frame. Right now I just got these little, just some wire ties. These coated, because again, I'm in experimental phase, but I think I like it a lot. So we're going to order some of those, but 3 of them. So it would be 3 of those quick release buckles on here that would separate this. And what I get is I have my stand set up right here, ready to go up the tree, and I have my turkey seat, okay? The turkey seat will allow me to hunt that early, that first daylight, first hour and a half of daylight stuff without having to hang my stand. I can get to where I want. I can pull this stuff apart, just set this on the ground, open the turkey seat up in a good spot, tuck in pretty well, and be ready to, neighbors going by, and be ready to set up and hunt and shoot and use this for that first hour and a half. Once the thermals start rising, things start activating up for the day, fold this up, grab my stuff, pick this up, walk it over the tree I want, set this at the base of the tree, shoot up the tree with my stand, hunt all day. Those thermals start dropping again, and now it's getting later in the day in that last hour and I got to move again. Drop down, leave this at the base of the tree, grab my pack and grab this, move over 40, 50 yards, whatever I need, and then reset up in this for that last hour of daylight. Beautiful system, I think. Now, and then when I kill a deer, I can pack a deer out on this. It's a frame pack as well too. Now this one does not have the load shelf feature as well as the full size one does, but I don't need a load shelf. We don't need a load shelf at all. I can take this thing, lay it down, put my game bag on there, and lash that right from this massive bottom bar to the top bar and create my own load shelf. I don't need a load shelf. I'm not a fan of load shelves. I want that meat as tight and compressed as it can. I don't want it all balling up on a shelf. So I personally don't like load shelves. I'd rather mount it here. Even on my F1 mainframe, when I put that stuff on there, I don't use the load shelf. I set that pack on the ground like this, put all that meat on there, and I tie it as tight as I can to the frame. Here, not here. The load shelf don't matter. I want it here. This will provide me all that I need on there so I can pack that out. Well, people are going to be like, well, how are you going to pack all that out at once? Easy peasy. Okay, nothing to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that deer, boned out deer, right on here. I'm going to then just take my pack and I'm going to hang my pack right over top of that deer. So it's going to hang right on here just like this. Just lock this in and it's going to stay mounted right above that deer, sitting right on there just like that. No sweat, no fuss, no muss. It's going to mount right on there. So then I have that set up for there. I'm going to bring this. That is going to probably pop that because I did it inside out, but we're going to use it for purposes right now. Okay, it's going to pop this pack off, I'm pretty sure, because I did it outside the straps. But we're going to wear that way with the hip belt on, so we'll have that. So we got a meat here, my pack hanging right up on top of the meat. I got all that stuff on me. And as you guys know, I already carry my stand like this anyway. Okay, I don't put my stand on my shoulders except to climb up a tree. I take my stand and I put the paracord right over top of my backpack strap like this. People argue this with me all the time. They're like, how can you do that? That can't be comfortable. There's no possible way that you can tolerate that for any more than 100 yards. You can't walk more than 100 yards with it. I walk miles like this. Miles, okay? Not 1, not 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5. I walk miles like this, and it's cakewalk easy. You get in, you've been walking for an hour and a half, and it starts to get a little sore on that side. Oh, it's kind of getting a little uncomfortable. I just do this. Okay, we put it over here on this side, like this, and it hangs right on that backpack strap. That backpack strap absorbs all of that, spreads that weight out. This is super comfortable. I can navigate it through the brush. I can do everything with it. I love it. But like this, I have my stand here, pack there, and a boned out animal on here, and I can take my time working my way out of the woods all day long. I win on every level. It's not a matter of it all being back there. So I'm most excited about the features of being able to use this setup and its benefits it offers me, okay, to be able to use that. Now, I know some people are like, I can't believe you still use the full-size sticks. I can't use your system. Use what works for you. This works for me. It's the best system in the world as far as I'm concerned, and there ain't nothing any better. No mini sticks, no different stand, no anything is better, in my opinion. So you use what you want to. I've used everything out there, and I have my own opinions, so that's what I'm using. This system combined with that gives me every possible option and scenario that I could ever dream of. Even if I'm walking in the morning to a place that I've never been before, going in blind, which if you don't follow my Patreon channel, you're missing out on everything, okay? Everything I put out hunting-wise is on that Patreon channel. Every hunting thing I do is on here. And I even get these people on YouTube, they're like, oh, your channel used to be better when you put hunting stuff on it. Yeah, it did. Okay, but now that stuff is reserved for members only. It's all there for anybody who wants it, but it's a pay. You're paying 15 bucks a month for it, like it or don't. But I am going to be able to use this now when I'm walking in blind in the morning to an area I've never been with this setup. If I'm not 100% sure on the area and I don't want to set my stand up right off the bat and go through all the trouble and risk it and get set up and then maybe not be there, I can take this chair off and drop this chair, set it up, lean it against a tree and hunker in and be set and ready and give it an hour or so and see what I think. If I like the area and things are going good, maybe by then I've seen a deer or two move through and I know exactly where I want to fine tune and I'm set up to go. This is brilliant. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, well, I use a saddle and a tree stand. Okay, well, that's fine. Use a saddle and a tree stand. For me, the ultimate option is a tree stand and a hunting chair. I think that's the smarter way for me, for what I'm doing, how I'm hunting. I'm excited about this system. We're gonna see what happens, but it's that quick and easy. I get to the base of the tree when I'm all done. All I have to do with this is, no different than anything else, is I'm gonna take this platform here, and I'm going to set it down on the ground. We want to go, where's my backpack side's that side, so I set that right there. So I set this on the ground, put it right there. That bar's right there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it right on top of it, just like that. I want that platform to hit there. Boom. I'm going to snap tie, snap tie, snap tie, done. And then I'm going to take my backpack and I'm going to throw my backpack right on here, just like this, which gravity will keep that thing hanging down. If I fall and it comes off, then I'll pick it up and put it back on. But there it is right there, and we are set. And that's the system. Right there is the complete system. I could even strap that if I wanted to. I probably won't, because like I said, gravity is going to work for me. And we have a whole entire setup right here that is functional. Now people are going to be they're going to be like, well, that's an extra 4 pounds that you got to carry in that platform. I'm probably saving 3.5 pounds by using this little pack rather than taking like my Mystery Ranch Pintler pack that has a built-in frame in it. But with there, I'm gaining, so let's say it almost is a wash on the weight. I'm taking 4 pounds of Mystery Ranch pack, but giving up this little bit. But here, I'm taking 4 pounds of chair that is also a frame pack and a chair. Think about the possibilities of this. This is brilliant. I am excited. This system is probably what I'm going to use, and I'm going to test it in early season. The only thing is that if I like this so much and I enjoy it so much and it's working so good for me, I might opt to replace these 2 straps with an actual with a backpack, or a you know, with an actual shoulder strap. I might put an actual shoulder strap system on this, maybe even a hip belt, which I have in there if I want. We'll see. I like the minimalist approach to it, but I could put that stuff on there if I had to. But I am excited to see what kind of how this is going to work out for me, and that is my intentions and plan, are to combine these 2 brilliant systems. Best systems ever made, in my opinion. Best tree stand and stick combo ever created in history, and the best hunting chair ever created in history. And we are going to put them together and use them both at the same time for these kind of features. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it gives you a little insight and some of that kind of stuff, things to think about. We'll keep you posted more on this as things come. Right now, I need a shower. It's hot. I am burning up. I am sweated all the way through. Thanks for watching.